Welcome to VPlus Academy. My name is Ashish Garg and today we will be going to see the UKPSC AE exam paper which was held on the 23rd April 2022. So there is total of 5 papers and we will be going to discuss the technical paper, mainly those questions which are given answers wrong in the commission's web on the commission's key. So we will be discussing those questions. Actually this is a late video. The purpose of this video is to tell what are those questions which are actually can be challenged in the past, but overall you can see that if you have 10 questions overall in challenge, then that means you have 20 plus 5 marks. 20 plus 5 marks which can be gained if these 10 questions is removed or either challenged overall. So to decide the cutoff, what will be the cutoff, these also can be helpful. These challenge questions can also be helpful. So we will be seeing those questions mainly. I have set D of the question paper. So I hope you have some, you have also question paper. If you don't have, you can download it from my Telegram channel. Link is given in the description, so you can check that from there. And I have this set D. So starting with set D, paper number 4, we will be going to discuss what are those questions. Most probably I have seen that there is around 5 questions in this set, in this paper 4 in the technical exam which can be challenged. So seeing these questions one by one, we are seeing this question one by one. So first question is our number 45 number question in my set D. So this question is about, we have given the depth of the upstream pile, that is D, and we have been asked the horizontal length of launching apron. What will be the horizontal length of launching apron? Horizontal length of launching apron. This is the question. We have to tell the horizontal length of launching apron. We know that the answer should be, इसका आंसर यदि ऑप्शंस देखेंगे तो 1D, 1.5D, 2D and 2.5D. The actual answer is 1.5D, but the commissions has given its answer equals to 2D. That is 2D, which is absolutely wrong. So these questions can be challenged. So this question can be challenged. So this is question number 1 which can be challenged. Now moving to the second question which can be challenged is our question number 63. This is about the workability of concrete. इसमें आपको 3 options given है, then further options are given which are among these is correct. So workability of concrete increases by, the question is, workability of concrete increases by the increasing the water content, increasing the temperature, or increasing the use of flaky and elongated aggregator. So we know that workability of concrete is, workability of concrete can be increased. It can be increased by increasing water content. We know that by increasing the water content, workability can be increased. But increasing the temperature, if we increase the temperature, that means the water is being evaporated, more water is being evaporated, which means that the workability is going to be reduced. So this is a incorrect option. By using the flaky and elongated aggregate, again this cannot be the answer, because by using aggregates, flaky aggregates, overall workability is going to be reduced. Instead, if we use round aggregates give more workability. So this option is also wrong. So the answer should be only one, that is by increasing the water content our workability improves. But the answer given is increasing the water content and increasing the temperature, which is a wrong option. So this question also can be challenged. This question can be challenged also. So this is our second question in the set D. In the set D, number 63. Now moving to the next question, which can be challenged also. Question number 103. In question number 103, we have given a stiffness matrix. we have given a stiffness matrix. The matrix is, if we see the matrix, this is our stiffness matrix, 2EI by L, 2EI by L, 2 1 1 2. This is our matrix. Now we have to tell the flexibility matrix. If we solve this, our flexibility matrix should be, what should be? It should be K inverse, and K inverse value will come out to be, its value come out to be L by 6 EI, and that will be 2 2 and minus 1 and minus 1, 2 2 and minus 1. This option should be D as per the question paper, but the answer given is B. So this is also can be challenged. This question can also be challenged. This is our question number 3, which can be challenged, and in my paper it is 103. So this is the third question. Now moving to the next question, 146. That is serial number in my question paper. The question is, it is given that the web plate, this is our web plate, and this is our flange plate, and this is our web plate. Now we have to tell, if we provide this fillet weld here and here, if we provide this fillet weld, the size of fillet weld depends upon, इसका size जो fillet weld आपके पास, this is our fillet weld, and its size depend upon, we have been asked what is its size depend upon. We have given 4 options again. So it is given that it depends upon the vertical force at the section or horizontal shear at the junction of a flange and web. Here this is a flange and this is web. So if we see its cross section, then we can see that the horizontal shear will be somewhat like this. This is our horizontal shear in the section. So either option A or option D is correct. Now we can see that here clearly that it is designed for horizontal shear. If you know the strength of material concepts, we design for shear is the basically horizontal shear. That is the horizontal shear, not the vertical shear. If this is our shear here, if we assume this vertical shear is nothing but the horizontal shear itself coming in the plane. So the answer should be horizontal shear at the junction of a flange and web. It depend, size जो है आपका वो depend करेगा horizontal shear के ऊपर, not on the vertical shear force at the section. So answer should be D. So this question also can be challenged by you guys. So this question also can be challenged. This is our question number 146. Now the fifth question, that is 159th number in my paper. They have given in under rimmed pile construction the ratio of shaft diameter to the bulb diameter. What does that mean? The ratio of, this is our question number 4th. Now moving to the question number 5th. They have been asked us the ratio of shaft diameter to the bulb diameter, and the options are 1 by 1.5, 1 by 2, 1 by 2.5 and the 1 by 4. So we know that if this is the diameter of shaft, and this is the diameter of bulb, then ds by db is definitely going to be less than 1. But what its value is, we know that the diameter of bulb is around 2 to 2.5 time of diameter of shaft. 2 to 2.5 time diameter of shaft. So answer can either be 1 by 2 or 1 by 2.5. 1 by 2.5. Commission have given the answer 1 by 2.5. So which is also correct, but 1 by 2 is also a possible answer. So the answer should here be both options. So this question can be also challenged as well, or at least its answer should be both B and C, that is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2.5. So this is the question paper. Now moving to the next question, which can also be challenged, is 173 number, in which we have been asked the velocity component in the x and y direction in terms of velocity potential. In terms of velocity potential, this is our 6th number question. 6th number question. Now we have been asked to find the u and v, that is the velocity in x direction and in the y direction, by in the terms of velocity potential function, in terms of 5. So actually in this question none of the option is given is correct. We know that del phi by del x gives us v, and del phi by del x is equals to minus u, and del phi by del y equals to minus v. These are the these should be the options, but none of the options are given. So this question should also be removed from the question paper. So this is our 6th question from the paper number 4 in the technical exam. I hope आपको ये वीडियो समझ में आया होगा अभी तक. Now moving to the next paper, that is paper number 5, in which also there are some certain mistakes in the answer key. We will see those questions as well. I have this paper number 5 of technical exam, and we will be seeing its doubt also. What are the answers that can be challenged? That can be challenged. So let's see those questions also. First question is in the paper number 5, that is self-clinging velocity. It is related to the self-clinging velocity. Now the self-clinging velocity, there are two probable options that can be correct here. One is self-clinging velocity is the flow velocity, as would be sufficient to ensure that sewage does not remain in the sewer. This is the actually valid option. Now the fourth option which is given in my set is flow velocity, as would be sufficient to flush out any deposit solids in the sewer. That is also a correct explanation of self-clinging velocity. So I argue here that the both options are the correct answers. Instead the commission has given its answer, that is D, that is flow velocity as would be sufficient to flush out any deposited solid in the sewer. So this question can be challenged by saying that the both options are correct here. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 14, in which there is a certain slight mistakes that leads to the change in the answer. There is given that the 2000 meter cube of water is supplied per day to a city after treating it with chlorine dose of 0.6 milligram per liter or 0.6 ppm. For this purpose, it is required, the requirement of 30% bleaching powder per day would be. It's simple questions done by mistake. The key has given its answer equals to 4 kilogram. Instead, its answer should be 40 kilogram. Answer key has given its answer 40 kilogram, but the answer should be 4 kilogram. So this question also can be challenged easily. If you solve this, your answer comes out to be 4 kilogram. Moving to the next question, that is our question number 31 in the set D. It is written that this question can be argued about. We have been asked the hardest mineral among the following. We have given feldspar, garnet, quartz and MP bole. So the answer should be between garnet and quartz. We know that quartz has a hardness number of 7, while garnet has a hardness number of 7.5. So as per the key, answer is a garnet, but some persons are arguing that its answer should be quartz. So I want to clear their doubt that its answer is actually garnet, which is also given by commission. So it is a correct option. So this question should not be challenged by you guys. This question should not be challenged. Now moving to the next question. That is our question number 103. It is related to the in surveying we see that we have given the RL of the first point. We have given RL of the first point, RL of first point, and the RL of last point. We have given the RL of last point. Now there is a check also here. We have given the total cumulative rise. Then we have to tell the cumulative fall. We know that there is a formula of check in the rise and fall method. This formula is directly used here. The formula should be here, if the RL of first point minus RL of last point, it should be equals to summation of fall minus summation of rise, RL of this is given as RL of first point as 104 meter, while RL of the last point is given as 102.5 meter, 102.5 meter, and we have given the cumulative rise is 40 meter. Cumulative rise is given as 40 meter. If we solve this, our answer should come out to be summation of fall. It should be 41.5. It should be 41.5 meter. It should be 41.5 meter, but the answer key has given its answer as 38.5 meter. 38.5 meter. So this question can be challenged also. This question can be challenged also. This is our question number 103. 103. Moving to the next question. That is 153, in which a shaft spillway is generally provided at. This question is being asked. So it should be inside the upstream reservoir, but the answer given by the commission is on side flanks of the main dam. That is actually the side spillway, not the shaft spillway. So this question can be challenged. This is 153 number in the set D. Now the next question is 176, in which they have been asked the most efficient method of BOD removal. सबसे efficient method क्या है BOD removal का? They have given option as oxidation ditch, oxidation pond, trickling filter and aerated lagoon. And the answer given by commission is aerated lagoon, which is not correct. Its answer should be oxidation ditch. This is the standard problem, so the answer should be oxidation ditch. Now the 179th question, which is the last question as well, which can be challenged. In this question, they have been asked the initial design period of a sewage treatment plant is. Initial design period sewage treatment plant का क्या होता है? So options are 25 to 30 years, 20 to 25 years, 10 to 15 years and 5 to 10 years. The answer should here be C, that is 10 to 15 years. That initial design period 10 to 15 years होना चाहिए, but the commission has given its answer as 5 to 10 years, which can also be challenged by you guys. So I hope I have given enough questions which can be challenged in the UKPSC AE exam. If you have certain question in your mind that there are some more questions which can be challenged, or there are some dispute in any of the problem, you can comment that problem in the comment section below this video, and I will be happy to reply those queries. I hope this video help you guys in your preparation. Have a nice day.